everybody, Battle Deception creator SonGoshuaku here, and welcome to Battle Deception Update number 4. Back on May 2019, I released a trailer to Battle of Deception, which showcased a lot of the visual effects that I spent about 2 years working on and more. So thank you to everybody who viewed and shared that trailer, as it currently almost at 500 views. So yes, thank you so much, and keep on sharing because I want to bring as much awareness to the film as possible as I head towards the final portions of editing to get this finally up and running on my YouTube channel, which brings me to this. So if you really enjoy the audio of the dialogue in that trailer, that's because we use the process of ADR. What ADR stands for is automatic dialogue replacement. So basically, instead of using the original audio of this,
let's change this scene, shall we?
We did this.
Let's change this scene, shall we?
Which then allowed me to produce this as the final result.
Let's change this scene, shall we?
So from June 2017 to September 2017, I re-recorded all the lines with Little Miss Undead, TheLinuxVirus, and AVDoodles, so that way we can get all their dialogue checked out. And then later on around, I believe it was later in 2018, early 2019, I went ahead and did all my lines on my own time. So we used a little DIY studio booth, but hey, it worked out for the dialogue. I also went back around to the location as well to re-record some of the ambient noise so I can go ahead and put those back in there as well in the background. And big shout out to Victor, who is our camera assistant. He didn't even need to be there for this process, but he still came anyway. Thank you so much for your loyalty, my friend. Much love and respect to you. Alright, so you're probably wondering, with all the ADR and stuff done, all the visual effects done, where am I at currently? So what I've been spending most of the rest of 2019, heading to most of 2020 so far, is the mixing and mastering process for the audio. Now back in September 2014, when I released this update video regarding Battle of Deception, I said this:
the visual effects, the audio, both of which, by the way, will definitely take up the majority of post-production time.
Oh man, and have I ever paid the price with time. I mean, I wrote Battle of Deception back in 2012 of September. It is now September 2020, so that time has to go in there. I spent so much on the visual effects, and I have to make sure that I'm equally spending just as much time on the audio. A lot of filmmakers will tell you that, you know, you can have this great, amazing film that's visually spectacular, but if the audio sucks, then who's gonna give a care, right? So that's why I put so much time in the audio, so much time in things like the sound design, where, like, if you listen to this effect right here.
You wanna play that game? Then let's fucking play!
That sound was made, and most sound effects that are being in this film are made from a combination of either pre-existing sound effects that I made with my own mouth, or even just sound effects of everyday items hanging around the house. Just all that type of stuff, and I'm doing Foley by myself, so yeah, I'm a one-man editing crew. It's taking a long time to do the audio, but that's what I've been mostly focusing on during 2019 and going here into 2020. So just think about that amount of time that I spend putting in that little tiny aspect of the audio. Imagine all of it. But yeah, that's my ultimate goal. I want Battle of Deception to be a film that not only has a good story, visually looks good, but also sounds good. So as far as what's left in order to bring this short film to a close, you gotta finish up the mixing and mastering, also go back and do some more visual effects that I might tweak here and there, obviously creating sound effects via Foley and sound design, because as of this recording, all visual effects have yet to be given their appropriate sound effects. Then of course, when everything's finally done, there's that whole fine-tuning process where you go through the entire film and you basically gotta see, okay, what scenes should you cut out, what scenes should you leave in, is there anything visually or anything audible wise that sounds or looks off that you might want to have to fix that up before it goes into that final render that you upload on YouTube. So yeah, all that fun stuff, as well as gather all the information and get the credits, as well as might even choose if I want to go ahead and do, say, another soundtrack for certain scenes. Shout out, by the way, to Adrian von Ziegler and Robert Russell, who both are very talented musicians that granted me permission to use their music in Battle of Deception. I'll have links to both of their YouTubes as well as where you can support their music in the description and pinned comment below. So as can be seen, I am finally near the end of this project, but still have a few things left to finish that are also once again very time consuming as a one-man editing crew. However, I have definitely got plenty put in place for post-battle deception content. So be on the lookout for the full interviews of the cast and crew of Battle Deception. Currently I have the non-spoiling versions up on my YouTube channels, but this will be the full whole interviews with spoilers and all that included. Also, I plan to make a whole behind the scenes interview documentary style where I'm actually going to sit down and tell you the story of Battle Deception and what went into my creative decisions for every single big moment, or pretty much the entire film. You see, even though the film is going to have a runtime of about 30 minutes, I just can't sit down and actually explain all that in a 30-minute time frame. So I'm going to go through and let you know what happened in every scene, and it's going to be pretty good. Also, tons of bloopers that have just been sitting there in the can for years now, both on screen as well as during the ADR process. Also, in my YouTube in general, I still have other footage that I've already filmed that's currently in the can. Back in December 2018, my voice acting friends and myself filmed a video called "Would You Be Friends with This Anime Character?" I think you should find the answers quite entertaining, as well as another short film that I've been working on with Rebecca Rose Gold and 04 Studios that I've titled Goku Fanboy vs Vegeta Fangirl. So definitely got a lot of content, as well as more Dragon Ball video podcast planned. So as can be seen, I've got a lot of stuff that's just basically been sitting there in the can waiting to be edited, but just sitting there because I gotta finish editing Battle Deception, which is the whole thing. I want to get Battle Deception out of the way. That's the reason why, aside from a couple of WWE reviews and now Voice This Contest submissions, I haven't uploaded anything since that Dragon Ball ranking the 4 main couples podcast, because this time I just wanted to give Battle Deception my full undivided attention. So that way I can move on to other projects and more films as I continue to pursue my career in filmmaking and acting. For everyone who's been waiting for a long time on this journey, thank you so much. I know it's been 8 years, and then I think about 6 years in total since I went public with Battle Deception, as that first teaser trailer was released back in 2014. I know it's been a long wait, but thank you so much. I've been working really hard on this, like I said, as a one-man editing crew, as well as trying to keep YouTube filled with content here and dealing with all personal life and everything. So it's been one big giant juggling act all through this past 8 years. And like I said, I've learned a lot, and I'm really looking forward to being able to entertain you guys even more. So until next time, take care. Thanks for checking out the video. Remember to share, comment, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that way you are notified when my content is released. And check out Battle of Deception. The trailer link is right there on the screen, in the description, and pinned comment below, along with the links to follow my social media platforms.